and don't move for any reason until it just moves. And at some point, you'll find yourself getting up. And you won't even know why. And then you'll start to walk. And you'll say, I wonder where I'm going. And you won't even know why. And then all of a sudden, you'll know where you're going. You'll go to the bathroom or to the kitchen, or the refrigerator, you'll walk out the door, and then you'll be going there, and you see, and your mind will go, well, what's going to be the next thing? And you'll say, I don't know. At each moment, you see this that's truly at peace. It's not simply a static thing. It's not simply like a groovy place to hang out in. But it's also a movement. It's a flow. You see, and you become sensitive to it. When you get rid of all of your ideas, it's amazing. You know, it might make you kind of weird for a while. Right? Like it can, I'm serious. Like there you are washing your dishes. Right? You're in the kitchen washing your dishes. But now you let go of all ideas that you should finish your dishes. Right? That you should finish washing them, that you're just washing them. And then all of a sudden, maybe out of nowhere, you just go, oh, now I'm going for a walk. And you turn off the faucet, you put on your shoes, and you go for a walk. See, now most people won't do that. They won't follow the flow. They'll follow their mind. I must finish the dishes before I go for a walk, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And the mind's always putting life in its boxes. But what if you don't, try not living like just for one day out of a box. And you start to sort of follow this, it's almost an intuitive flow. It's not just simple egoic desire, you know what I want. It's quieter than that. It's underneath that. Right? It's the way that peace moves. And you amaze yourself.
I'm afraid I'll be crazy, a crazy person.
Yes. You want to be free?
Yeah, I'm back to where you were saying, hey, maybe you don't want to be free.
Roll the dice. You see what?
Okay.
See, these are the fears that come up. These are totally natural. Right? If I really let go, it sounds great to let go and all of that stuff and go with the flow and follow the Tao, and it all sounds really cool when you read it in a book. And then actually you start to feel it, and your mind gets concerned. Right? Because now you're not moving from your mind's agenda, and from your mind, that's crazy. Or you might be crazy or go crazy. You see, that's we're meeting our basic distrust of ourselves, which is what has always kept us in prison. Bottom line is we don't trust ourselves, right? It's the old Adam and Eve thing again. You know, somehow we screwed up, and at bottom line, we're not pure being, we're not good, we're not beautiful, we'll screw up, our life will become chaotic, the whole world will go to hell if we just let go. That's what you bump into, that basic fear. And that's why whenever someone bumps into it, all I can say is, how much do you want to find out? Are you willing to take the risk? I know it's no risk. But you only know that for yourself when you take the risk to let go that much.
Well, I mean, do you believe that you might need a guide or a teacher to sort of help you?
Sure, if you go into the loony hospital, I'll come get you out. You know, you'll be in there
She's
going...
not really crazy.
No, you'll be in there going, I'm Jesus or Buddha, and they'll like be, you know, filling you with, I don't know, Prozac, and I'll come and I'll go, sweetheart, of course you're Jesus and Buddha. I'm glad you finally realized who you are. Here, let me take you home. I'm not actually joking. You won't go crazy. No way. You're way too tightly wound to go crazy. But that's the fear. Experience that fear. Feel that fear. Let that fear be there. Don't run away from that fear anymore. Feel it. Let it course through your system. Let your emotions feel that fear of going crazy, or that fear of chaos, or that fear of losing control, because it's what it's a control thing.
Yeah.
Feel the fear, and then you can go through the fear. And you don't have to have that fear running your whole life. You have to feel the fear.
And then, but I'm really aware too, between the fear, it's like I go back and forth between the fear and the pride. It's like, if I can get through the fear, then I'm like, oh, but I don't want to look crazy. I don't want to look vulnerable. I want to look together.
Yeah.
While I'm losing myself. You know, I know it's crazy, but what you've talked about so far has been helpful.
It just doesn't actually work out that way.
Right, but is there anything you can suggest for like when the pride sort of begins to loom?
Keep going.
Okay.
Right? Expect little barriers, expect fears, expect pride, expect vanity, expect whatever. Just keep going. Go through it. Right? Because you notice, we let those things get in our way. They seem little, but we stop, we hesitate. This is just the opportunity just to go anyway. Right? It's just take the risk. You've always wanted to, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, it's that's why people come to things like this. Humanity's not actually put together to live in a prison. The problem is most human beings think that the way out of the prison is by circumscribing, going around their fears, their hesitations, their doubts, and it's not. It's right through. And then every time you go through, you realize, God, that wasn't nearly as big a deal as I thought. All those fears, those hesitations, those are your way. Those are the breadcrumbs on your path. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And those are the very things we go away from, looking for a better path. But those are the breadcrumbs. That's what's left behind, as if to say, go in that direction. You see.
So that when I feel suffering and I feel that intense, that's actually, just try not to label that.
Feel it.
Feel it.
Feel it. Let yourself feel it. Don't move away from it. Feel it.
And you'll come get me.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll come get you. Okay? All right. All right. Scout's honor. You wouldn't be the first. But so far, everybody's been just fine. Just fine. When you get right down to it, it's just fear of silence and fear of the way that silence moves. That's all. Fear of silence and fear of the way that silence moves. That's all it is. Which is only fear of what you really are and fear of the way you really move and what really moves you. Good to be with you all. Namaste.